Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. Caneiro. We'll continue on with the testimony of Caitlin Caneiro. If she can be brought back up, please. Just watch your step, please, if you don't mind. I want to remind you, you're still under oath from yesterday, okay? We can continue on with the direct examination. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Katie.
Good afternoon.
So, just a couple more topics I wanted to cover. One of them I wanted to circle back to was I think you testified yesterday about the Porsche Macan.
Yeah.
And I think you mentioned it was a loaner vehicle.
Yes.
Approximately how long did your dad have the loaner vehicle for?
I'd say less than a week.
And why did he have a loaner vehicle?
His car was in the shop. I don't remember why.
And with respect to, we also heard a little bit about soundproofing in your house through some testimony. Was the master bedroom of the house soundproofed?
Yes.
And what about the basement?
Yes.
Okay. And to your knowledge, who did the construction of who did the construction of the remodeling and including the soundproofing?
It was Corey's best friend, Tom Z.
And as the construction and the soundproofing was happening, was Corey ever there at any point?
Yeah, he would stop over, and him and Tom Z would go get lunch together occasionally.
Now, we've also heard testimony about a little bit about a backpack. Did your dad have a backpack?
Yeah.
And is that something that, did you see him carry it around?
Yeah, he carried it everywhere. It was almost like an extension of his wallet. Like everywhere he went, the backpack went.
And for how long would you say that your knowledge your dad had the backpack?
I don't know exactly, but at least since I've been in high school.
So,
That
approximately
time, around 10 years.
10 years. And just a couple questions about your dad. Can you tell us a little bit about your dad as a dad? Was he a good dad or?
Yeah.
Objection.
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Sustained.
Okay. How about your dad as a brother? How was his relationship with Keith?
It was very good. They were very close. They did everything together.
And what about your dad as an uncle? How was he with Jesse and Sophia?
I mean, he treated them like he treated me and Marissa like his own kids, and he would drop everything for us. He'd always be there. He was very supportive. He was just good to have around.
What about specifically about Jesse? What, if anything, can you tell us about their bond?
They had a great relationship. They had a lot of things in common. Jesse loved history. My dad loves history. So they would do a lot of things like that. When Jesse was learning how to swim at the Silton Club, he asked my dad, who I tagged along with, and we watched his little race when he learned to swim. And then one time, I think Jesse was in preschool, he was able to bring a special friend to show off to his class, and he invited my dad.
Did your dad and Jesse ever do things together, like lunch or anything like
Yeah,
that?
they did a lot together. When Jesse was bored at home, he would call my dad to hang out, and either Jesse would get dropped off or my dad would go there. But they did a lot together.
That's all I have. Thank you.
Cross.
Ms. Caneiro, it sounds like the children, Jesse and Sophia, would have trusted your dad, right?
Yes.
Now, do you recall yesterday there was some testimony where you had sent your Aunt Jen a text message on November 20th in the morning of 2018.
Yes.
Okay. And I think you said you sent the text message at about 10:26 a.m.
Yes.
And your phone number ended in, it was 7924, is that correct?
Yes.
I'm just going to approach you with D154, which you've seen yesterday. And I believe that was what was shown to you yesterday, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this message, it's actually on the back page of it. The green bubble here where it says, the text message to her, where are you?
Yes.
Does it show as being read on here?
No.
Just delivered, right?
Just delivered.
Okay. And then I think you said you looked at it later and eventually you saw that it was read?
Yes.
Now, does this appear to be a group text message? Oh, let me ask you this. Do you see these numbers here right before it, the first number?
Yes.
Is that says owner, is that your number?
Yes.
And that ends in the 7924 number, is that correct?
Yes.
And then you have Aunt Jen's number here?
Yes.
And then this 848 number, do you see that number?
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize that?
No.
Is that a number associated with EcoStar?
I have no idea.
You don't know. It was in your group text message though, right?
There was no group text message with my aunt.
Okay, well then what is this?
I don't know.
Objection?
We talked about.
Overruled.
Okay, let me show you. I'll show you something else. Miss Caneiro, did you have another phone number at the time or another number that was associated with your phone?
Whenever I traveled to Greece, I had a different SIM card.
Did you have a different phone number?
Was a different SIM card, so yes.
So he has a different phone number?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. And that other phone number, was that 732-268? No?
No, it was a Greek number.
Okay. I'm going to show you what has been marked, and I'll show council as S504. First page of the extraction report. First page of the extraction report. May I approach?
You can.
Okay, I'm going to show you what has been marked as S504. This is the first page of your extraction report from your cell phone. And let me just ask you, you recall that your cell phone was extracted back in 2018, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to show you if you recognize this number here. This 7924 number. Do you recognize that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that your number?
Yes.
And that's the number you texted Aunt Jen from, right?
Yes.
And then this number here that ends in 8977.
So,
Oh, wait a second, I'm sorry. It's actually 9357 right there.
Do you see that?
yes.
Okay. That's on the extraction report. Do you recognize that phone number?
No.
You don't recognize that? Okay. I'm showing approaching with S505. If we could take a look, I'm going to show you first D154. This is your text message, right, to your Aunt Jen on 11/20/18? Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'm going to
You have
show
to
you.
say yes or no.
Yes.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as S505. Do you recognize that same text message on here?
Yes.
Okay. And does that appear to be part of a group text message?
No.
It doesn't?
It's not a group text. It's a conversation between me and my aunt.
Okay.
From the previous day.
But do you see the numbers up here where it says Aunt Jen and then it has the 848 number and the other number that is marked 357? Do you see that?
I see it, yes.
Okay. Does that appear to be a group text message?
I don't know. I don't see any other text messages. This is, if you look at my phone, it is a conversation between me and my Aunt Jen.
Ms. Caneiro, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions just to clarify some of the cars that you guys owned. So, you indicated your dad owned or drove a white Porsche Macan, is that right?
Yeah, this was a turbo.
Okay, and I think you said his car was actually in for service, so he had a loaner car. And the loaner car that he had on 11/20/18, that was also a white Porsche Macan, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and it had like the black strip on the bottom doors?
I'm sorry?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Your mom's car, the car that she drove was a Porsche Cayenne, is that correct?
Yes.
Is that the car she routinely drove?
Yes.
And that's the car your dad pulled out of the garage, is that right?
Yes.
Now, did that car have a remote garage door opener in it?
Yes.
It did, okay. You had an alarm system in your house, isn't that correct?
Yes.
And did you have multiple cameras in your house?
Yes.
So you had an alarm system. Did you also have a DVR system that was separate?
I don't know how it works, but
Okay. So you had an alarm though system that was hooked up to your house?
it was, but it never works, so.
Okay. Certain doors like would beep when you were
Yes.
coming in and out, and then some doors didn't beep, right?
Yes.
When you were coming in and out. All right, so you had that, and then you had some cameras inside your house, is that right?
I know that now. I didn't know that back then.
You also had cameras outside your
Outside,
house, is
I
that
know that.
correct? And then you had like a DVR box that was located in the garage, right?
yes.
All right, so I would imagine at night you kept your doors locked, is that right?
Yes.
Now, the doors that would beep when you would go in and out, that would be the front door, is that correct?
Front door, yes.
And then the garage doors?
Both of them, yes.
And was there another one?
Yeah, the back door in the laundry room.
Back door. Now, the French doors and the sliders, they would not beep, right?
No.
If you're coming in and out. And where were those doors located?
The slider doors were in my kitchen, and the French doors were in the dining room.
Okay, and did they lead right out to the backyard?
To my deck,
To the deck,
which was
okay.
in the backyard, yes.
Now, you indicated that your dad's room was the guest room, is that correct? And was that room, if you go up the stairs, would it be all the way to the left?
Yes.
And then next to his room was your room, right?
Yes.
And then next to your room was your sister's room?
Yes.
Marissa's room? And then was there a bathroom after that?
Yep.
And then the master bedroom, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the master bedroom, that was the side that was closest to the fire, right?
One part of the master bedroom. I mean, it wasn't the bedroom, it was the closet and the bathroom.
So it like shared a wall with essentially where the fire was?
The fire started in the basement, and it went up the back of my house, which was the master bathroom and the master bedroom, not the bedroom. Master closet, not the bedroom.
Okay, so the master bedroom closet was where
Yes.
the fire started, right?
No, it ended in the closet.
Okay, but it was on that side of the house, you
Yes.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
But the
Your
bedroom
mom-
went all the way across.
Understood. It wasn't closest to your dad's room, right?
No, it was closest to the master and my sister's side of the house.
Got it. Now, your mom, you guys had some Australian sheepdogs, is that right?
Yes.
2 of them?
Yes.
Okay. And I think you indicated, or it may have been indicated, that they were with your mom in bed?
That's where they
Is that
slept
right?
in.
Okay. Did you ever hear them barking in the night?
No.
Now, on 11/19 of 2018, you worked all day?
Yes.
And then you got home at, I think you said at about 6:15, correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't remember the exact time, but 5, 6, yes.
Okay.
That sounds normal.
Were you the last one to go to bed that night?
Yes.
Okay. Your sister and your mom went to bed before you, is that correct?
Yes.
And you went up to bed at about 11:30?
Yes.
Now, when you came home, your dad was already up in his bedroom in the guest room, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you did not see him the rest of the night, is that right? Okay. I know you indicated, I think, on direct examination that he was sleeping?
Yes.
Okay. You didn't see him though, so you can't say what he was doing, is that correct?
No, I didn't go in his room.
Now, obviously, you wouldn't be able to see anything or hear anything that he may or may not have done when you were sleeping, is that correct?
What? Sorry.
You were not able to see your dad, anything he may have been doing in the middle of the night while you were sleeping, is that correct? And he was the first person you saw the next morning, is that right?
Yes.
He was the one that woke you up?
Yes.
Yeah, so obviously he was already awake before you were awake, is that correct?
I took sleeping pills the night before, so I did not hear the fire alarm.
Okay. But he was awake prior to you being awake, is that correct?
Yes, I was the last one awake.
Okay. Now, you mentioned on direct examination that your dad kept some of his guns in the unfinished part of the basement. Is that right?
Yes.
Is there like a metal locker down there?
I don't know what it looked like. Like, I know the area, like I would be able to recognize as my basement, but I don't know exactly.
Okay. But his guns were kept, you said, in the basement?
In a locked area, I guess.
And also there was a safe in the garage too, is
Yes.
that right? Okay. But that wasn't the only place that your dad had his guns, was it?
To my knowledge, it was.
You weren't aware of a Sig Sauer gun that was located in the guest bedroom with a laser light in it?
I don't know what a 6 hour is.
Do you know what a laser light is?
It's a laser, that's a light.
Do you know what it is or no?
No.
Okay. You don't know what it's used for?
No.
Now, your dad was good with IT and tech-related things, is that correct?
It was what he did for a living, so yes.
And he installed the cameras in your home?
Installed, I wasn't there for it. I have no idea.
Did he set the cameras up in your home?
He used the cameras.
Okay. And would he maintain the cameras?
Yes.
He would be the one to handle anything camera-related?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know that he also installed, and you may know because you were sitting here, Dr. Gold's cameras?
I know that now.
You know that now? Okay. If anyone in the home would know where the DVR was located, the box, it would be your dad, right?
We all knew.
Including your dad, right?
Yes.
He was the one that maintained the cameras, correct?
Yes.
Do you remember an officer approaching you and your father on the morning of 11/20 and asking your dad where the DVR system was located?
I don't remember, but I saw it here. I was here.
It's
when-
not here.
Yeah.
You don't remember that, but you remember your dad saying, "Oh fuck, I hurt my hand." Just
Yes.
to be clear. Okay. Let's play, if we could, you have permission to play S78, which is the DVR of that portion of the testimony. And I'm just going to pause it. You can see the timestamp. Okay. Okay. Ms. Caneiro, I'm going to ask you just to watch this, and I might pause it and ask you a couple of questions. You can begin. Can we just have the court volume up, please? Pause it, please. Do you recognize the individuals on the screen or any of them?
Yes, my dad and my mom.
Okay. And whose car is that in the back?
My mom's.
The white Porsche Cayenne?
Yes.
Okay.
It's your house? Yes. Where is that?
That's me, not my mom.
All the DVD stuff for the cameras and everything in the house. It's in the garage. In the garage? Yeah. Where in the garage?
All right, I just want to be clear. Did you see when the officer asked you where all of the cameras were located? Did you see that part?
Yes.
And your dad looked at you and you said the garage. Did you see that part?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
You walk in the garage and it's all the way up top to the left.
And then the officer asked specifically where in the garage, correct?
Yes.
And your dad looked to you and said,
He was talking to both of us.
Okay, my question was your dad looked at you and said, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then you told the officer specifically where the cameras were located. Is that right?
Yes.
Do you have it running right now?
I've been having problems with stuff in the garage.
You've been having problems with stuff in the garage?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't taken it over actually all the companies.
Okay. All right.
You can actually take this down. Now, did you hear your dad at that point say that he had been having problems with stuff in the garage
Yes.
and that he had a ticket open with one of the companies?
Yes.
Okay. You had no idea what that meant, is that correct?
No.
Yes or no?
I said no.
It's not correct.
No, I don't. I had no idea.
You didn't know what he was talking
No.
about? Because according to you, prior to you going to sleep that night, the cameras appeared to be in working order, is that correct?
I didn't check, but I would assume so.
Okay. And do you recall saying that in your statement that you gave to the police?
Yes.
Okay. That the cameras appear to be in working order prior to you going to sleep?
Yes.
Can I just see D1, 425 to 430, please? D1, 425 to 430. what has been marked as D425 first. You were shown this picture the other day, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and that's a picture of your mom, your dad, and Jesse and Sophia, is that right?
Yes.
And about how old are they here?
I would say 4, 2.
2 and 4? I'm going to show you what's been marked as D426. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
And who is that?
Jesse and my dad.
And how about how old is Jesse there?
3.
3. Showing you what's been marked as D427. Is that your dad and Sophia?
Yes.
How old is Sophia about there?
2.
Showing you what has been marked as D428. Do you recognize that one?
Yes.
That's your dad and Sophia, right?
Yes.
And how old is she there about?
3.
3. Showing you what's been marked as D429. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
And what is that?
Jesse and my dad.
Okay, and about how old is he there?
5.
5. Okay, and then I'm showing you finally what's been marked as D430. Do you recognize that?
Yeah.
And is that Jesse and your dad?
Yes.
And about how old is Jesse there?
5.
When Jesse passed away, he was 11, right?
Yes.
And Sophia was 8?
Yes.
Okay.
So of the photos that you chose to sample for your dad's special bond with the kids, they were older photos, is that correct?
I mean, yes, because that's all we have.
Older
All I
photos?
have. Yeah.
You indicated that your dad and your Uncle Keith were close, is that correct?
Yes.
Were you aware that they were so close that your dad was actually the trustee for your Uncle Keith's life insurance trust?
Yes.
You were aware of that?
I'm aware of that.
You were aware that they spoke daily, I believe you said too, right?
Yes.
Okay. Were you aware that your Uncle Keith actually called your house line on the night of November 19th of 2020?
I was at work, so no.
So you were not aware of that? Were you aware that your Uncle Keith actually spoke to your mom once that night?
I know now, but no, I was
didn't
not
know
aware
that.
that day.
When your dad told you about the 4 text messages that Uncle Keith sent him in the middle of the night, he didn't tell you about those 2 phone calls?
No.
No. And by the way, the 4 text messages, when did your dad tell you about that?
That morning,
About when?
9:30 or 10.
Your mom, she did not work outside the home, is that correct?
Sorry, no.
Do you recall her ever working outside of the home since you were born?
Yes.
You do, okay. About how long did she not work outside of the home for?
Probably since I was in 1st grade until after this.
Okay. And your dad was the one who paid the bills, is that right?
I have no idea.
Okay, you're not sure?
No.
Just speaking of bills, you guys had, there were 2 Porsches that we heard about that your parents each drove, is that right? And then, what kind of car did you drive?
I drove a Porsche Carrera S,
Okay, and how about your sister?
Jeep Wrangler.
Okay. Did any of your family members drive an Audi?
No.
No?
Oh, wait, Keith.
Keith
I had an Audi at one point. I don't remember if he had it then,
In
but
2018.
okay, no.
Did your dad pay for Keith's Audi?
I have no idea.
Now, you testified on direct examination that when you were about halfway down the stairs, you remember a loud bang, right? And yes? Yes. And then your dad saying, quote, "Oh fuck." Do I have that quote right? Or "Oh fuck my hand." Is
Yes.
that right? Okay. When in the last 7.5 years did you remember that little tidbit?
The whole time.
Because you didn't seem to remember it when you gave your statement back on the date that it actually happened. Right, it's not in your statement?
It's not in my statement, no, because I was asking to leave, and they kept telling me that my cousins were okay and they would take me after my statement, so I wanted to get through it.
But 7.5 later, you come in here and you remember it today.
Why would I forget that?
Kind of like 7.5 years later, you decided to check the status of your Aunt Jen's text message, right?
Yes.
What prompted you to do that, by the way?
Because we were talking about her?
You hadn't checked it from the time you sent it, though, correct?
Not since that day.
Okay. And then, I think you said you checked it a couple of days ago, right?
Yes.
So, a couple of days before you were coming in to testify on behalf of your dad, right?
Yes.
With regard to your dad's hand injury. You didn't actually see him get the injury, is that correct?
I didn't see him hit his hand, no. I heard
You weren't
it.
even sure which hand it was, is that right?
No.
Just the last couple of questions, Ms. Caneiro. You were obviously close with your Uncle Keith, is that right? And your Aunt Jen, and your cousins, Jesse and Sophia.
Yes.
And you're close with your dad, is that right?
Yes.
You guys have always had a close relationship,
Yes.
and you've maintained that relationship throughout the years, is that correct?
Yes.
And you're here today testifying on your dad's behalf, is that correct?
Yes.
And you don't want to see anything bad happen to him, right?
What's worse?
You don't want to lose him too, is that correct?
He's already been gone. There'd be nothing that would change.
Any redirect?
Judge, can we approach?
So whenever you're ready.
Just a few follow-up questions. Starting with the text message with your Aunt Jennifer, do you still have that text message in your phone?
Yes.
As you sit here today?
Yes.
And earlier today, did you have an opportunity to show it to the prosecutors?
Yes.
Okay. And from what you can tell on your phone, is it a group message or not?
It's not a group message, and if it was, you wouldn't be able to see that it's red. Group messages don't work like that.
Obviously, you didn't have access to your extraction report, correct?
No.
Now, you were also asked on cross-examination about the cameras in your house.
Yes.
And in your statement to the police, I think the prosecutor asked you, to the best of your knowledge, or they were working at the time.
Yes.
Okay. Did you specifically check your cameras the night before?
I said, no, I didn't. I wasn't the one to check my cameras ever.
Okay.
That's all that I did.
So when you told the police that your cameras were working, what did you mean by that exactly?
I mean, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't be working.
Okay. But was there, returning back to your testimony about the 18th and what was happening earlier that day, what was,
We were having issues with our Wi-Fi that weekend leading up, and I don't know if it was resolved. I went to work the next day. I wasn't there all day.
and the prosecutor also talked to you a little bit about, I guess, whether you ever heard your dogs barking at night.
Yeah.
At the time that, and during the overnight hours, where were the dogs?
In my mom's room.
Okay. And did you mention earlier, is that the master bedroom?
That's the master, yes.
And is the master bedroom to some extent soundproof?
Yes.
And the last thing I want to ask you about is the prosecutor asked you about your statement and things that you didn't
Yes.
maybe mention during your statement. And I think you started to get into it, but what were the circumstances that you were giving, under which you were giving that statement?
I kept asking about my cousins, and I was being told that once I gave my formal statement, I would be brought to them at wherever they were located, whether it was a local hospital somewhere. And I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea anything about that day, and my statement was a basic statement. I was trying to get out of there. I wasn't sitting there going, no one was telling me anything. They just asked me what happened that day, and I briefly said what happened that day.
Did you know at the time what was important or not important to mention?
I had no idea what was going on. No one was giving me answers. I kept asking to leave, I kept asking to find people, I kept asking what was going on, and they would just move past and say, like, we'll answer everything when you're done.
That's all, thank you.
Recross.
Very quickly, Ms. Caneiro, the DVR system that your cameras were hooked up to, that was actually hardwired, and Wi-Fi would not have affected it. Is that correct?
I have no idea.
You don't know, okay. And then just in terms of you being at the police department, and you indicated they wouldn't let you leave, right?
Yes.
It's fair to say there were there was a fire at your house, right? At that point, there had been a
Yes.
fire, and then there was a fire at your Uncle Pete's house, right?
Yes.
It was important for them to figure out how these fires might have started and who could have started them. Is that correct?
Yes.
And your safety was also important because at that point,
My
you guys
safety.
didn't
I was
know-
having an asthma attack and they wouldn't let me get my
Ma'am?
daughter.
Can you wait for her to finish
Sure.
asking the question before you start responding? Go
Okay,
ahead.
Judge, I'll ask it a little differently. At that point, you guys didn't know who, if anyone, could have been targeting the two families. Is that correct?
Sure.
Thank you. I have nothing further.
You can step down.